My country people, now me again o. Me and my friend Ebele wan plant rice on top this farm. Rice na the most important crop for the whole world. Rice na the major food for more than 2.7 billion people for this world. And by 2025, now 4 billion people go need to dey chop rice every day. Na why dem dey plant up to 4.5 million metric tons of rice every year. To plant rice no be beans o. You go need to get the grains, come prepare the land, come plant the seeds, manage the water well, manage the nutrients well, kill all the nyama pests before harvest time go come reach. You go dry the grains wey you harvest, come store am before you go mill am. But to make sure say you get healthy rice with yakata harvest, make sure say you sama the crops with nitrogen with Indorama granular urea fertilizer. Rice dey grow well on top the kind soil wey soft when you pour water on top am, but e dey crack when e dry. To prepare the land before you transplant your rice, you go break the ground well, then you go full am with water. You go run your field 2 times with paddy podler or 1 time with rotavator. Once you don finish that one, you go plank the field, make everything dey level. To sabi the seeds wey dey good for planting, see wetin you go do. You go pour 1 kilogram of salt inside 10 liters of water for every 10 kilograms of seeds. You go dey chook 2 to 3 kilograms of the seed inside that salt water, make you see which seeds go dey float and which ones go sink. You go comot the light seeds wey dey float and you go collect the ones wey dey heavy wey dey sink for planting. You go wash them 2 or 3 times with clean water before you treat them. To treat the seeds, you go put 10 grams of carbendazim or MEMC and 1 gram of streptocycline inside 10 liters of water for every 10 grams of seeds. You go leave the seeds inside this mixture for 24 hours. After the time don pass, you go comot the seeds from the mixture, come cover am with bako bags wey dey wet small. You go dey sprinkle water on top the bako bags until the seeds germinate. To make sure say your rice grow well with better nutrients, e dey make sense make you use farmyard manure with chemical fertilizer. You go mix the farmyard manure at 2.5 tons per hectare inside the soil 25 to 30 days before you transplant. You go apply 100 to 150 kilograms of Indorama granular urea fertilizer for every hectare. That one na 5 to 7 bags of Indorama granular urea fertilizer. You go apply am in 3 parts. The first one na when you dey transplant. The second one na after 21 days when the crops don dey grow well. The last one na after 42 days before the rice start to dey comot. You go apply phosphorus at 60 kilograms per hectare, potassium at 60 kilograms per hectare and zinc sulfate at 25 kilograms per hectare when you dey transplant. If you notice say your crops get zinc deficiency, you go spray am with 0.5% zinc sulfate and 2.5% Indorama granular urea. Now wey you don sabi how to sama nutrients for your crops, make I tell you how you fit control weeds and pests. If you been do direct sowing on top your land without transplanting, you go spray Alachlor 50 EC or Butachlor 50 EC at 4 liters per hectare before you plant your rice. Or you go spray Butachlor 50 EC or Thiobencarb 50 EC at 2 to 3 liters per hectare inside 700 to 800 liters of water 2 to 3 days after you don plant your seeds to control any kind weed wey fit grow on top your farm. If you been do transplanting, you go spray Anilofos 30 EC at 4 liters per hectare or Oxyflorofen at 200 grams per hectare or Butachlor 50 EC at 2 liters per hectare inside 600 to 700 liters of water 5 to 7 days after you don plant your seeds to control any kind weed wey fit grow on top your farm. This na wetin you go do for the nyama pests wey fit dey chop your crops. To control stem borer and insects wey dey cut leaf, you go spray Fipronil 0.3 grams at 25 kilograms per hectare and Cartap 50 WP at 800 milliliters per hectare 2 times after 7 to 10 days. For the diseases, to treat blast, you go treat your seeds with Agrosan GN or Serasan, Theriam or Carbendazim at 2 grams per kilogram of seeds. And you go spray 0.1% Hinosan 50 EC, Carbendazim or Tricyclazole at 500 grams per hectare. You go also add Hexaconazole 3% and Tricyclazole 22% once a week for 3 weeks. To control brown spots, you go treat your seeds with Theriam or Carbendazim at 2 grams per kilogram of seeds. You go spray Edifenfos at 500ml per hectare or Mancozeb at 1 kg per hectare. You go also add hexaconazole 5% at 750 ppm. Time go don reach for yakata harvest once you see say the rice don mature and the plants don turn yellow. You fit use sickle harvest the crop with hand or you fit use harvester. If you dey harvest with hand, you go come tie the crops for small bundles, come hit am on top surface wey dey hard to comot the rice grains. Then you go blow the chaff comot from the rice. If you want better harvest with big healthy crops, use Indorama granular urea fertilizer.